Mother's Day is often celebrated by honoring moms of our family. Maybe take them out for dinner, but today on Marketplace, we are honoring our moms by simply listening to them, because I never listened to my mom. But we are here, and we're having Mom Talk with Denisha Crawford and Dr. Richa Pandey, here to talk about momhood and, of course, what you guys are doing. So first things first, happy Mother's Day to you both.
Thank you.
Yes, so I have a question for the both of you. You both are working moms, right, here in Springfield. What has been the biggest lesson when it's come to learning how to balance mom life, work life, and then your own time?
Well, I think I'm still learning. I have two girls, they're 5 and 8, and I have to tell you, I'm not the same mom I was when my first one was born. I have learned that there's nothing called a perfect mom. There can only be a happy mom, because a perfect mom only exists on Instagram. So the one thing I've learned is, over time, you have to find your top 3 things that bring you value, and everything else is going to be outsourced. I remember I was new to my practice. I'm a practicing nephrologist with Springfield Clinic, and I had a newborn. And I went to work when the baby was 7 weeks old, because I did not want them to think I was a slacker. I wanted to go back to work and actually wanted to do it all. I would rush at work, come back home, feed the baby, go back to work, always come back, and I had to be there for like bath time, bedtime. I wanted to do it all. And I realized that I was really burning the candle on every end possible, and I was burnt out. By the end of the first year, I realized that it was not sustainable. So things that bring you value, and everybody's value system is so different, right? So I figured out the top 3 things that got me value, and I really have just been focusing on them, and everything else has been outsourced. And if you're able to really outsource, get the help when it's offered, really never say no to help. It really does take a village.
Can you relate to that, Denisha?
Absolutely, especially getting the help and bringing in people to help you. Just on my daily schedule, I have a 10-month-old, a 14-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 5-year-old.
Oh boy.
So we're very busy, and we have the amazing opportunity to be able to have my in-laws. They come and help us every single day. They keep the little one all day so that he doesn't have to go to daycare. We've also outsourced weekly cleaning with nooks and crannies. So, that helps a lot. And, just being on a schedule. So have the kids being dropped off by our in-laws are amazing. They pick them up from school. I'm able to get them dressed, get out the door, do the things that we need to do. And just also, with my husband, we just make sure we communicate. So communication is really big. If he has something to do, if I have something to do, we make sure we work with each other on our days.
That doesn't help if one partner is always, they're feeling that they're being left behind, that they're always chasing that dream, it's never actually coming to them. So we have a nighttime routine that me and my husband, that's our pillow talk at night, is who's going to go to the gym when, who's picking up the girls, who's dropping whom. That way everything that's essential is done, and nobody feels like they are working too hard.
That is balance within itself right there. And you guys have mentioned so many different things, but the pressure of being a perfect mom, I feel like you kind of both mentioned like having to feel like you wanted to do it all, and then having that balance and having other people. When was the time you realized there is no such thing as a perfect mom? Or has that ever occurred to you yet?
I mean, if you look at Instagram or Facebook, you have these moms who are like working a full-time job, still coming back home and baking bread with their kids, and like having these perfect Pinterest projects with them, beautiful pajamas, the house is always perfect. And I'm like, I would look at that and I'm like, of course that's doable. It's on Instagram. It must be true.
It's so unrealistic.
It's so unrealistic. And that's when, you have to really slow down and just understand your life is not an Instagram story, and it's okay. It's imperfectly perfect.
Yes, the chaos.
You just have to accept the chaos.
It's normal. It's normal. And I have OCD. It's really bad, and it's hard to have kids and people that don't care about what your house looks like sometimes. So, I have honestly just come to grips with it's okay. As long as my house is, clean, things on the floor shouldn't bother me. It's very hard still, but you know, it's gotten a lot better.
I feel when you say you got people in your house that don't care what your house look like. I think, and I don't have any children, but I have parties sometimes that people don't care, but to have them living there forever, well, until they're 18 or over. But so I understand where that's coming from. And you guys mentioned just having that balance. But let's talk about the kids. If you were to ever ask your kids, or if someone was to ever ask your kids when they get older, what's one thing you learned from your mom? What would that be for you? What would you want them to take away?
I would probably say just keep going. Throughout my entire career, having kids, juggling, you know, being a wife, a mom, and just being everything to everyone, I always make sure I find that time for me. And so I always try to, you know, instill, at least in my oldest, your mental health is important, take care of yourself. So I think, you know, she will be able to look back and say, okay, you know, I can do all of these things. My mom did the same thing, but she also made sure she took care of herself.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.